everyone, welcome back to another edition of ScoreCentre. It is round 6 in the AFL. We have the big Anzac Day game between the Pies and the Bombers coming up. I am so pumped for that. We will be looking back at my gather round tips. We'll be doing round 6 tips and also looking at how you're all going in the tipping comp. We've got the eBay top 10 Aussie and international cards selling on eBay for the last week. There are some absolutely awesome cards. There are some mid-90s awesomeness, so much goodness, and some huge surprises on the international list. I can't wait for you to see those, brother. And we also have the hits of the week. We've got the AFL highlights and rising star cards to check out. And of course, we'll be cracking some packs at the end, some footy stars, some TeamCoach and NRL traders. Can we get some more box hits from that? Time will only tell. But first, let's get into the tips. Okay, let's go back to round 5, and I got 6 correct, so I will definitely take that. We kicked things off though with a loss. I went for the Blues, and Adelaide had a huge win there to kick gather round off. We got the Freo game correct, we got Richmond correct, we got the Lions correct. I went for the Demons, and Essendon had a big upset win, so congrats to the Bombers there. We got Port Adelaide and Geelong correct. Oh, Hawthorn Giants. I went for the Hawks and they lost by 2 points. And I'm pretty sure they were winning towards the end, just by a little bit. But the Giants, how amazing was that Harry Himmelberg mark and that goal? I think that goal put them in front. And then he denied Jarman Impey's goal very late. With that touch. So Harry Himmelberg, huge for the Giants there. And yeah, that was so close to getting that correct. And then we finished with the Pies delivering the Saints' first loss for the year. So let's have a look now for round 6. We're already up to round 6. How quick is the year going? So this Friday night, we've got the Dockers taking on the Bulldogs at Optus. So I am going for the Dockers here, and we'll say 17 points. I feel like I keep doing 17 a lot. It's either 1 point or 17, but we'll go for 17 there. Then on Saturday Arvo, we've got Port taking on the Eagles. We'll go for Port Adelaide there. Saturday at Monica, we've got the Giants taking on the Lions, and we will go for the Lions there. Saturday at GMHBA, we've got the Cats taking on the Swans. Look, if this was played elsewhere, I probably would have gone for the Swans, but because it's at home, I think Geelong will have back-to-back wins. Then we have Hawks taking on the triumphant Crows. It's a battle of the birds. I might regret this again, but I'm going to go for the Hawks. I think the Hawks are really strong in Tassie, so I am going to go out on a limb there and predict a Hawks upset down in Tassie. Then we've got Carlton taking on St Kilda. How great will this be at Marvel? And it's split 50-50. I am going for the Saints here. Yeah, we'll go for the Saints. It's at Marvel. I feel like the Saints do better at Marvel. And I think they'll pick themselves up after their loss. Both teams coming off a loss, but I think the St Kilda loss was not as bad as the Blues loss. Then Sunday, we have the Suns taking on North Melbourne at Heritage Bank Stadium. I'm assuming that's on the Gold Coast. I'm going to go out on a limb again, and I have a feeling the Kangaroos might triumph there. Then Monday night, so we've only got 2 games on this. Oh no, I've got 3 games on the Sunday. But then Monday night, we have, of course, the night before Anzac Day, we've got Melbourne taking on Richmond. We'll go for Melbourne here. Richmond are not looking particularly like their old self at all, sad to say. And then the big one, Tuesday, Anzac Day, we have Collingwood taking on Essendon. This is the easiest game this week to tip for me, of course, as a Pies supporter, but I always find Anzac Day, no matter how the teams are doing, and incidentally, the Pies and Essendon are doing fantastic this year. But yeah, no matter how they've been doing, It's always a game that brings out the best in both teams. So I'm looking forward to that very, very much. Let's have a look at my round 6 tips. We've got Freo by 17 over the Dogs. We're going for Port Adelaide, Brisbane, Geelong. Going for an upset with the Hawks over the Crows. We're going for Saints against the Blues. We're going for another upset with North over the Suns. And then we've got Melbourne over Richmond and Collingwood winning the Anzac Day game. Now I've saved that. Let's have a look at our comp, how that's going. Let's have a look how y'all did. And so let's do round 5. And Brownie, 8. Fantastic, well done with that. And then we had quite a lot of people on 7 tips. We had Mason, we had Sam, Izzy, Liam, Jamie, Jesse, Spencer, Flynn, Josh, Shannon, all on 7 tips. Well done to you all. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's the top 10, 11. So then we have our people that tipped 6, including Scorey. How did my weird team go? I only got 1. Okay, there you go. Now let's do overall and see. We've got Brownie in front on 30 total tips. Brownie, you have taken the lead. Then we have Guns and Roses. I love that. It's my new favorite pun name. And you're in second place on 29. How good is that? Then on 28, we have 3 people. We've got Mason, we've got Jesse, and we've got Shannon, all on 28. And then on 27, we've got Caleb and Tyson. T-Lenny's Legends, Super Swans 7, and as well Trudy. Sorry, Trudy, I didn't see there. Forever Proud, Trudy, also on 27, and then we have quite a few people on 26, including Scorey, as well as Riley and Jamie and Izzy and Spencer and Flynn. So there you go. That is our leaderboard overall. Congrats, Michael, in the lead. But my favorite pun name, just 1 game behind. Oh, this is getting very exciting. Let's kick the eBay top 10 off with the Aussie cards for the time period of April 10 to 16. And in 10th spot for 810, we've got the Sam Walsh draft pick signature from Dominance 2019. And that was card 154 of 175. In 9th spot for 850, we've got a full set of Scanlons from 1980, 87, 89, 90 and 1991. Then in 8th spot for 860, we've got the Tomahawk Signature Redemption, the 300 game signature case card from Footy Stars 2023, and that is card number 26 of 50. In 7th spot for 1200, we've got the Kurt Gidley Captain Signature for Newcastle Knights. This came out of Select's NRL Classic 2009. We've got the redemption card there. And then we have Kurt Gidley's signature there, 2009, back when Select were doing NRL cards. And that was 004 of 50, only 50 of those captain's cards. Then in 6th spot for 1,299, we've got the Tuke Miller Superstar Signature Patch from the first version of Supremacy, the 2019 Supremacy, and that was card number, or patch, booklet number 3 of 25. In 5th spot for 1,500, we've got the Gary Ablett Signature Series autograph from Select's AFL Series 1 from 1995. And that's hand numbered 286 of 500. In 4th spot, we've got some more mid-90s signature action here for 1,600. We've got the Alan Border, the Master autograph from Futera Cricket 1993-94. That's sick, love that. That's also hand numbered 27 of 50. Then in third spot for 1,850, we have 96 individual VFL cards, the Coles cards from 1954 and 1955 in these really cool albums. Some really beautiful 50s cards here. A really fantastic set. We just saw John Coleman on the previous page. So many big names, and I love the design of these. Beautiful set. Then in second spot for 1,900, we have the Ben Cousins and Nick Natanui West Coast Mirror Jewel Signature out of Optimum 2021. Of course, both sharing the number 9 Guernsey. And that was numbered 41 of 50. I've had quite a few cards this week numbered to 50. And in first spot, we've got the Anthony Koutafidis and Brett Ratten captain signatures from Select Ovation 2004. This sold for 1,993. We've got the redemption card currently on the screen. Back when you sent your redemptions to the Mona Vale PO box, do not send to Select Head Office. Make sure you don't do that back then. And there we go, we've got the dual signature itself. Fantastic stuff. And that was number 51 of 60. Now we turn our attention to the top 10 international cards sold on eBay Australia for the same time period. And we kick things off in 10th spot for 1,824. We've got the Sebastian Vettel Orange Refractor, which is a Beckett 9.5 out of Topps Formula One Chrome 2022. Fantastic, and that was number 10 of 25. Then in 9th spot for 1,843, we've got a Kobe Bryant Determination Signature out of Panini Absolute 2017-18. In 8th spot for $1,907, we've got the Hulk Hogan Color Blast out of the brand new Panini Prism 2023. That is sick. I absolutely love that. Then in 7th spot for $2,039, we've got the Luka Modric Century Collection out of Panini National Treasures 2018. That is card number 5 of 5. In 6th spot for $2,200, we've got the LeBron James Purple Prism out of Prism 2020-21, and that is a PSA 9 on that card. In 5th spot for $2,700, we've got the Josh Giddey Oklahoma Thunder Laces. That is a 1 of 1, which came out of Panini Immaculate 21-22. I love those. I love those. That is such a sick idea and card. In 4th spot for $3,000, we've got Cade Cunningham Blank Slate from Panini Court Kings 21-22. That is a Gem Mint PSA 10. In 3rd spot, some more Court Kings 21-22 blank slate action. I've got a Luka. That's a Beckett 10, selling for $3,035. Then in 2nd spot for $3,112, we've got the Jordan Titanium Acetate card from Upper Deck Metal Universe 97-98. That's a Gem Mint 9.5 Beckett on the grading, and you can see the back of the card. I love those acetate cards. They're really sick. And in 1st spot, I think this is the first time we've had a wrestling card in the 1st place position, but for a cool 15 grand, we've got the Rocks Black Prism. That is a 1 of 1 out of, like I said, with the Hogan, the newly released Panini WWE Prism 2023. I wish we had a better photo of it, and that's the back. It's unfortunately a really blurry photo. We do have a better look of it here. As you can see, 1 of 1 in the bottom right hand corner. That is absolutely sick. Time now for the AFL highlight and NAB Rising Star for round 2. And we've got Charlie Curnow for the Blues as the highlight. And we've got Will Ashcroft as the Rising Star nominee for round 2. Oh, we've got the pouch first. Okay, now let's see what we've got coming out. That looks like the front. It is indeed. We've got Charlie Curnow, the reigning Coleman medalist for the Carlton Blues. And it looks like also the back of the card for our Rising Star on the back. So we've got round 2, Charlie Curnow, 5 goals, 9 marks in that win over Geelong. And we turn it around, we've got Will Ashcroft for the Lions, of course. One of a few players that people are hotly tipping to be in contention for the Rising Star. He has had a fantastic start to the year. Let's, what number should we see first? Let's have a look at Charlie, and we'll pull this aside. And ooh, 22. That is a low number. 8 off a jumper number, I think. But 396, Charlie. I mean, I guess we could say it's a Coleman number. He won the Coleman in 2022. So if we're clutching at straws, we can say it's a Coleman year number. Nice to get a relatively low number out of 396. That is, I think, our lowest highlight so far this year. The Geordie one was pretty high. Will, let's have a look at your number. 326 of 380, very close to each other. Charlie just pipping Will Ashcroft. Let me put my teeth back in. 326 of 380 and 22 of 396. Those are our highlights and NAB Rising Star for round 2. Time for hits of the week, and on our Thursday Footy Stars show, we were lucky enough to pick up a Mitch Georgiades numbers box hit from some random packs, which will be cool enough on its own, but my excitement and shock when I turned it around to see that it was a jumper number was absolutely supreme. And I do love the jumper, I do love the numbers cards, because I'm so bad with jumper numbers that I would not have known that without the help from the card. So I really appreciate the numbers cards very much. But it feels so good to get a jumper number card, and they look so good. So that was super exciting. And then we continued the Port Adelaide love on our Saturday morning TeamCoach show by getting a Jace Burgoyne gold rookie wildcard. These are a case hit, one every 432 packs. And that looks so incredible. It's our first rookie of any kind from TeamCoach, and that just looks supreme. So that was absolutely awesome. And then on our Sunday NRL Traders show, we got a trio of box hits. We got a Mulitalo Gold Pearl Special. That was numbered 44 of 72. And we also picked up 2 forwards and backs, the white versions, which are box hits. We've got Max King for the Bulldogs and Zach Lomax for the Dragons. So let's see if we can continue our luck of pulling box hits with some more cracks and packs coming up next. Well, it's the end of ScoreCentre, so you know what that means. It's time to crack some packs. We have 2 packs of Footy Stars Hobby, 2 packs of TeamCoach, and 2 packs of NRL Traders Titanium. Let's get to the Footy Stars first, and we'll get zoomed on in, and we'll have 2 inserts at a minimum from these. We'll also have a brick of base cards. So let's see what we can find. Like I've been saying last few weeks, we haven't got any big hits from our Footy Stars. So let's see if that can change today. We've got Luke Shuey Essential Eagles. Love the blue in that. And we've got a Pendles colour spot. That's awesome. I absolutely love that. And we've got lots and lots of base cards. And then our second hobby pack. which you should still be able to get hobby boxes from Amazon, which is sort of really crazy because they sold out really quickly from the Select website. They sold out quickly from hobby shops, and then Amazon's just been chilling having all of these boxes available. I've got Darcy Byrne-Jones 100 game milestone for Port Adelaide, round 23 last year, so not that long ago. He's from Camberwell, okay, so he's a Vic boy. Camberwell, Scotch College and Oakley under 18s. There you go, Darcy, congrats. And we've got a Chad Wingard colour spot for the Hawks. Now we move on to our team coach and see what we can find today. We've got a CJ Hawks, we've got Darcy Fogarty, and it's a card craft for Bailey Smith. Action shot there for the Bulldogs. Cardcraft silver #1, and we have one more pack. Oh, how good would it be to get a gold Cardcraft? That would just be wicked. We've got Licknarky, no! Oh man. Oh, do I edit that out or do I keep that in? Nick Larkey. Oh man, my Darcy Moore. Let's just leave that. We've got Peter Wright, best and fairest for the Bulldogs, for the Bombers. Man, I'm glad this is almost over. I'm I'm fading here. Look at those lines as well. They are popping up on a lot of best and fairest cards, unfortunately. And now we have. Oh man, I don't think I can recover from that. We have 2 packs of titanium and then it's all over. But we've been 3 weeks in a row, a box hit or higher for traders. I think a luck has to be done. A luck has to be done. Let's see what we're finding today. Can we go 4 weeks in a row? Oh, it's a Regan Campbell-Gillard Power Heroes. That's 1 every 18 packs. So very nice hit, but not a box hit. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we don't have RCG, so I'm happy with that. We've got Nico Hines Pearl Special for Cronulla. And then our final pack for Cracks and Packs is... Can we go 4 weeks in a row of getting a box hit? Let's see. The odds of that would just be completely implausible. But I'm kind of hoping that would be so good. Let's see. Oh, it's a Rising Stars. It's a Mariner for the Brisbane Broncos. So we have now had a ScoreCentre without a box hit from NRL traders. I've got Dave Fafita for the Titans, and that is Cracks and Packs for this week. Well, there you go. That is another jam-packed, as usual, edition of ScoreCentre done and dusted. Thank you very much for joining me. I very much appreciate that, especially if you've made it all the way to the end. Really appreciate your support. Of course, I will be back tomorrow for some more Footy Stars pack busting action. And then on Saturday morning, TeamCoach, and Sunday morning, NRL Traders. Well, hopefully it goes up Sunday morning. I did have some technical problems this week, so the Sunday morning NRL show ended up going up like Monday night. But hopefully all things going well with technology. It should be up Sunday morning. And then we will be back for ScoreCentre next week. It will be Wednesday again because of the Tuesday game. But until then, have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you next time. But until then, stay cool, take care. My name is Dave. This is Scorecard Collectibles, and I can't wait to see you next time.